Today, we're looking at a house at 50 Bunyula Road, Bellevue Hill. It's a two-storey double brick home with tiled hip roofs. It has 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, a garage and a pool and cabana at the rear. Although this house seemingly has undergone recent renovations, I think it'll be a fun one to dive into and explore what could have been designed differently. So without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome back to Reimagining Houses. My name is Ross Serrano, I'm a registered architect, and this is how I would reimagine this house. Now, to find our bearings, let's first start off at the Sydney CBD here in the centre, and as we zoom in and move east, we'll pass Darlinghurst, Paddington, Double Bay, and we land in Bellevue Hill, which is capped off by this golf course to the east here. As we zoom in at the bottom of the golf course, we'll find ourselves at 50 Bunyula Road, which is sandwiched between a two-storey residence to the west and a development site to the east. Zooming in further with 3D, we can see 50 Bunyula Road in all its glory. Again, it's a 4 to 5 bedroom, two-storey house, and as we pan around it, you can see the building footprint is relatively intricate, resulting in a complex hip roof arrangement up top. The building seemingly has good bones with great volumes, so there are definite opportunities here to simplify its volumes and therefore its roof, as well as enhancing the architecture and its experience without disturbing too much of the existing fabric. Additionally, spaces out the back like the pool and cabana will give us something to work towards when we get to designing. Before we go any further, let's do a recap of the rules for the design exercise. Rule number 1, it's an alts and adds project, so we have to work with the existing. And rule number 2, we have to maintain or improve upon the spatial program of the house. The site plan. Let's note where the north point is, which is pointing down the page towards the street front. To understand the sun's position, it'll move east to west along this pathway. Now, because of this site orientation, our most important sun access throughout the day will come from this direction during the morning. This may influence how we arrange the spaces internally, particularly for the rear of the house and also for its bedrooms. As for the backyard, I'm liking the shape and the amount of space we have, which will give us plenty to work with. I think the pool is located in a good location, as well as the cabana here in the corner. As for the house, the rear spaces here is important, as we'll try to improve its relationship and connection with the pool and other external spaces. The ground floor. Let's recap and show which way north is pointing and highlight again from the east where our morning sun is coming from. At the rear, I think it would make sense to square off the back southeast corner here to simplify the geometry and create more comfortable spaces as we make connections to the pool and other external spaces. I think the kitchen, dining and lounge area are generally in a good location here. As for cars, I like where the garage is located and will likely remain as is. I like the back of house operating in this location with the laundry, etc. As for clients, I feel the existing entrance here is in the wrong location and I think it should be relocated here. Let's get rid of this. Once the front entry is relocated to its new position, there is an opportunity here to introduce a hallway that can comfortably take you to the rear of the house where the main living spaces are. And finally, I like the stairs centrally located in the middle here, and I also like having a separate living space here at the front. The first floor. I like the stairs located in the middle here as it gives us an opportunity to create separate wings at this level. On the northern end, we have the parents' wing, which internally will likely need rearranging, but generally speaking, the master bed, walk-in robe and ensuite are good here. Now, going back to the topic of sun and sun access, morning sun will hit the house from this direction. And based on this, it would be good to explore the relocation of bed 4, bed 5, bed 2 and bed 3 to this side of what now could be the kids' wing, gaining very good natural light in the morning. Let's get rid of this. Now, the new bedroom arrangement could look like something along the lines of this. new beds on the eastern side of the kids' wing, and consequently the leftover area to the west here could then be dedicated to usable circulation space. As we look at the existing photos, the house looks like it's been given the old cheap and cheerful cosmetic upgrade. The house looks too bright and too white, and the spaces lack any texture and character. As we scroll, we're hit with your typical house flipping palette of white walls, black window frames, the obligatory subway tile splashback, and generic marble tiling in the bathrooms. At a planning level, the spaces definitely could do with some rearranging, and the palette, particularly externally, could do with some reimagining. On that note, cue the design montage. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 Bunyula Road, Reimagined. The proposed ground floor. I've retained the existing site and vehicular entry from Bunyula Road, as well as the garage in its current location. Behind the garage is a mudroom and storage area, creating a practical transition before entering the house. A new hall 2 consolidates to the back of house, connecting the laundry, bath 1 and the main stair. The newly relocated main entry here opens to a new hall 1. Arrival now connects more comfortably to the main living areas. The former side entry becomes a coat and storage room. The existing family room largely remains with a slight adjustment in its size. It can also function as a guest bed with access to bath 1. For the main living areas at the rear, we have squared off the southeast corner, creating a larger space with connections to the new lawn and terrace and pool. This space now has a more functional kitchen, dining and living space. A walk-in pantry has been added to the east, extending the kitchen while overlooking a new rear lawn. The external levels at the rear have been consolidated so that the living areas connect more naturally with the outdoors. The pool and cabana remain on the lower level. The change in levels here allow the terrace above to overlook the pool area. The cabana retains its existing layout with minor upgrades, while the pool is reshaped into a simpler form to create more usable space around it. The proposed first floor. Moving up the stair from the ground floor, we arrive at Hall 3 and Hall 4. Hall 3 leads to a study nook for the kids, a small area for homework or quiet study. From here, we enter the children's room, where a shared retreat space could accommodate joinery for a library, desk, or daybed. This space connects to 3 bedrooms, bed 1, bed 2, and bed 3, each with views either towards the roof garden on the east, or the rear lawn below, or the cabana and pool to the south. A centrally located kids' bathroom services these rooms. On the opposite side of the plan, at the northern end, is the parents' wing, containing a generous and comfortable master suite. The bedroom has been slightly enlarged and oriented appropriately to maximise access to northern light. The suite also has a walk-in robe and ensuite to the east. At the end of Hall 4 is a small flexible room that could function as a nursery, additional bedroom, or home office, with access to views of the roof garden and the rear lawn. The north elevation facing Bunyula Road. Looking at the existing volumes and structure, the house lends itself to a contemporary Australian cottage character, expressed through timber detailing, exposed rafters, and generous metal roof forms. The garage door and front door here become key elements that add to the texture of the facade. To articulate this facade, the ground floor introduces sandstone and horizontal weatherboard cladding, giving the base of the building more visual weight. A roof apron above separates the ground floor from the upper level. Over the garage, a pop-up roof completes the garage volume while keeping it visually distinct from the main house. On the first floor, timber detailing becomes more expressive. A horizontal datum line marks the window sill height. Below this line, the facade uses vertical timber cladding, while above it, horizontal mini timber log cladding is used, creating texture and rhythm across the elevation. The composition is then completed with a large Dutch gable roof. This roof form adds character and presence while allowing for raked ceilings with exposed rafters inside, increasing the sense of volume internally, as well as bringing in additional light into the rooms. Overall, this reimagining creates a clearer and more functional spatial arrangement, refining both the planning and architectural expression to achieve a more elegant and timeless outcome. The revised plan establishes a stronger hierarchy between the public and private zones, with a clearer sequence of spaces within each. At ground floor, the layout moves from more intimate shared spaces near the entry to larger communal areas at the rear. Upstairs, the plan is divided into distinct wings, separating the parents' wing from the children's accommodation. At ground floor, the main living areas have been reoriented toward the rear of the site to strengthen their relationship with the lawn, pool, and outdoor entertaining spaces. While the number of bedrooms and living areas remain unchanged, their amenity, spatial quality, and connection to the landscape are greatly enhanced. Externally, the architecture introduces greater texture and character through layered timber cladding, exposed rafter tails, and a unifying metal roof form. The overall expression draws from a contemporary coastal Australiana language, creating a more resolved and enduring identity. Ultimately, this exercise explores how a house that may already appear updated could nonetheless have offered a more thoughtful and comfortable way of living through clearer planning, a more refined architectural response, and a stronger relationship to the landscape. As always, thank you for tuning in. I'm Ross Serrano, and I'll see you in the next one.